In the dust-crowned town of Elewa, the glowing screen of a smartphone was the only window Bianca cared to look through. While the local markets hummed with the scent of roasted corn and loud laughter, Bianca sat in the shadows of her room, scrolling through a digital world of polished skin and impossible curves. To Bianca, her body wasn't a home, it was a construction site that never met the building code. The moving ruler. Every morning began not with a breath but with a scroll. The screen became a moving ruler. Every image she encountered shifted the goalposts of her own worth. If only my waist were smaller, she thought, her looking in the morning, if only my ass were bigger. No, smaller. No, bigger like hers. The contradictions lived side by side in her mind, fueled by an endless stream of pixels. If only my teeth were whiter. If only my boobs were fuller. If only my eyes were brighter. If only I was a bit taller. One post made her want less of herself, craving the hollowed-out chic of a runway model. The very next made her want more, desiring the exaggerated fullness of a video vixen. Under the light of her ring light, Bianca's body felt like a draft that never stopped being edited. When her latest relationship crumbled, the heartbreak didn't stay in her chest, it migrated to the mirror. She didn't cry for the lost companionship, she cried at her perceived defects. Standing in the dim light of her bathroom in Elewa, she would trace the lines of her figure with bitter resentment. If only I was beautiful, she would sob. If only my ass was bigger, he wouldn't have looked away. She was convinced that love was a prize won only by those who reached the finish line of perfection, a line that moved every time she got close. From wishing to war. One morning, the wishing turned into a frantic, chaotic doing. Bianca decided she would no longer be the girl who envied. She would be the girl who implemented. She turned her bedroom into a laboratory of transformation, but without a foundation of self-love, her ambition became a roller coaster of physical whiplash. Week 1, she was at the local pharmacy buying weight gain shakes and Apetamin syrups, desperate to fill out her frame to match the curvy aesthetic she'd seen on a trending hashtag. Week 2, a new influencer would appear on her feed, preaching the gospel of lean and clean. Suddenly, the syrups were shoved to the back of the cupboard, replaced by bitter weight loss teas and waist trainers that bruised her ribs. She was trying to build a person out of clay that never had time to dry. The town of Elewa watched as she fluctuated, sometimes glowing, often pale, but always looking past the people in front of her toward the world inside her phone. The turning point came at the annual Elewa festival. Bianca had spent weeks trying to edit herself for the event. She wore a corset so tight she could barely speak, and layers of makeup to mimic a filter that didn't exist in the harsh sunlight. As she stood stiffly, terrified to move or sweat, she saw Amara. Amara wasn't perfect. Her teeth were slightly crooked, her hips swinging left and right to the rhythm of the song. She was laughing so hard her whole body shook, and people were drawn to her like moths to a flame. Bianca realized that while she had been busy being a draft, Amara was a published book, whole, flawed, and being read by everyone. That night, Bianca went home and did something radical. She didn't just delete her apps, she put the ruler away. She looked at the pile of half-used pills and contradictory powders and realized she had been trying to build a person who didn't exist. She brought out her saving box, broke it up, and gathered all the money she had. I will go to the city to implement all my goals, no more empty wishes. I will get a perfect body, a perfect face, she said, dancing in the mirror.